They just switch with Esmeralda, and they go Rome Badang. I like this, but Liquid are playing a weird game of catch the Lucas. Where are they going to send that Valentina?
Yeah, I guess they might have to lane swap if they open up badly, if they get the guesses wrong. But I think importantly, this Badang is really good for two reasons. One, it's not only a great setter, but he has inbuilt anti-CC when you go for his ult. And I think considering that Pagu was able to use the Tsunami Slam to get away from Sanford earlier, I think he's got more tech in the bag.
Gentlemen, looks like Lunar will be piloting the Lucas, going up against Sanford on that Valentina. Already sensing one lane matchup has been lost. This is going to be a very interesting one, especially after the domination from Aurora. For now, we're going to be throwing it to our casters and see how they feel about this Lucas pickup.
I am very feel about the Lucas pickup right now. Now, okay, welcome to the Line of Dawn, folks, for game number 2. That's definitely going to be a good question to ask for the host later on. Doesn't matter who wins, right? That's a question to throw out. What do you think about the Lucas? What do you think, Brigitte?
Initially, I would have felt that this could be an opportunity for Liquid to focus a bit more on Rosa and the potential shutdown. But given that there are so many fighters in this lineup, I feel like even with losing Rosa, they wouldn't be as hesitant to just keep on fighting. And we saw that happen already in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, we did. The panel before was saying they weren't completely against it. So whatever ended up happening, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's a bad pick completely. Yeah. Aurora Gaming, whatever their intention was, they need to definitely pull it together here. It's lower bracket, it's elimination. I still think they can play an aggressive game like what they brought last time. It just maybe needs to be approached differently.
Yeah, especially considering that if you do go all out or all in this lineup of Aurora Gaming, then you have a very high chance of making Team Liquid very uncomfortable, especially in terms of positioning. And we've seen Eves struggle when people just keep diving onto the Eve, especially when they use the real-world manipulation.
Yeah, interesting. It's a concussive blast Lucas, by the way, so he's really just looking for tempo on the map as he clears up the wave. Tienzi with a good gank up top. I honestly thought it was going to be the Brave Smite, you know, especially because he's up against Sanford on the Valentina. Good take on the XP grab there, but also Pagu, pull yourself together. A very aggressive
Damage on a JP though, gets the pushback, forces out the flicker. Now this is about the same time last time. It took a couple minutes, but Aurora Gaming waited for about that 2-minute mark, and that's when they really started to make plays on the map. But look at the bot lane OHEB right now.
Yeah, we saw how important OHEB and his participation in the first few fights actually is. They need a bit more damage output, so his help would be greatly appreciated here. Pagu is also very low, so I guess this is a objective that will go straight over to Team Liquid.
There you go. It's a free turtle to Team Liquid. And Aurora Gaming really, now, I don't know, I don't want to assume here, but the Lucas ain't Lucasin right now in the 1v1.
I mean, it's literally Naruto versus Naruto right now. Lunar up against Sanford, and Sanford gets to terrify one more shot. Luckily, Lunar gets away, but watch for it.
Sanford.
Gonna go. Oh, he misses. Lunar, don't do it. Just chill.
Great reaction, though. Lunar knew it was coming as well. He flickered out the safety. Carl doesn't get the gank. It's not Naruto, Trex. It's Naruto Sage Mode versus Naruto. Like,
oh, my bad.
Actually, it's
KMS Naruto versus Sage Mode Naruto. But who's KMS?
Valentina is just better. IMU, but better right now, right? Whenever you get the ultimates, even the Sora versus Valentina matchup is like that.
So it's just such a huge anime fight that we are going to see constantly in the XP lane if we get to focus a bit more.
Oh, wow! 3-man RWM Rosa immediately taking out OHEB. With the clouds under the tower a little too long. TNZ actually able to get that kill, making it a decent trade. Rosa for OHEB, gold lane for mid.
Yeah, and look at Sigiboom, instant. Well, you don't get too much because you're an Esmeralda, but still there's movement on the map, and yeah, that really shouldn't have been an okay trade for Aurora Gaming.
OHEB could have went out.
A lot of damage on a TNZ. The thing about the Hilda, level 4. Nice for that airstrike though, followed up by the falling Star Moon. JP might not be able to get away from this one. Pagu, the Viscrack, and Sigiboom picks up the kill. Aurora Gaming trying to get back into this.
Tough. I guess even if he decided to go straight towards the nearest bush, the fact that he's being chased by an Esmeralda wouldn't really help. So there was no other way but to just get as far as possible as you can from Sigiboom and the chase. He kind of used his flicker in that previous fight though, so maybe Team Liquid could turn that into an advantage.
So let's talk about a little bit of what the panel were expecting coming into this matchup. Eve versus the Pharsa, 4-1. Hold on, OHEB's gonna be ganked.
Oheb taking a lot of damage. Brought down Oheb once again, just able to get away. Siggyboom doesn't have the flicker to chase.
Happy Feet gets away. Actually, not really. You know, he didn't really sidestep. He just used all the dashes in the kit, which you have plenty of. But back to the topic. Yves just has constant damage to pressure you. And the RWM!
Damage on Rosa. Rosa forced to use the flicker. Will be okay. Turtle goes into the hands of Team Liquid.
That immobilizes you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they're not going to go for the chase anymore, but that's already going to make such a huge difference
Look at this
for
guy.
Liquid here. 2 consecutive objectives that went over to their hands. Kenzie. Oh, he still gets Barbiel though, but with that IMU unleash the beast,
Sanford.
he's going to take them 1v2.
Damage on a Sanford. Sanford able to bring out the blast on the Lunar. TNZ up against Sanford. Sanford bullying back 2 members on his own. And Pagu taken out off cam.
JP!
JP looking for more. TNZ brought low. Carl Teasy trying to lock on. JP in a bad spot. Carl Teasy gets the Mountain Shocker. Lunar still will be able to get away though.
He's always
Sanford
alive.
for Sanford.
Okay.
Oheb!
Oheb under the tower with the shifting clouds. In comes TNZ. Feathered Airstrike drops down from Rosa. Just trying to create space at this point. Siggyboom with the falling star moon onto Oheb.
Okay, now Siggyboom is trying to run away. Gets caught in the real world manipulation though. Fortunately, still has what it takes to survive. But yeah, honestly, the way that Liquid are playing this lineup so far has been really, really well. They've been coming in from the most unexpected angles. Now it's Sanford once again on the Unleash the Beast.
Ooh, onto the next target, but he's able to get back safely under the tower. Down goes Rosa. Sanford with the pickup.
All right. Now they're trying their best to deny all the resources. This is not what Aurora has been through in the previous game. Another Unleash the Beast.
They're going for it all in. Sanford picks up the kill. And it's Lunar down and return to tier 1.
A lot of damage on Pagu. We are back on the map. Sanford taking too much damage. TNZ picks it up. It's once again a bloodbath, a blow for blow as TNZ comes out on the steed, trying to create space. There's still one more turtle coming up soon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but they get the purple because of that, and potentially even the next turtle. So this is a lead that is slowly growing in the hands of Team Liquid, and I guess that was something that they afford to lose. Sanford, who can just really be the guy to force those fights under turrets.
Yeah, perfect turtle, by the way, as well here. You can obviously see that Team Liquid, with the pressure that they have early on in the matchup, I think the panel said a confirmed win for Sanford versus Lunar. Oh, Phantom Steed from TNZ. You know, he was really trigger happy with the Phantom Steed in game 1, but that was when they were ahead. Now that they are behind, I'm not too big of a fan of this, and Carl goes over to Mountain Shocker. They want to gank Pagu.
Pagu gets caught by the Mountain Shocker, taken out. Another kill for Carl Teasy. Rose with the stun onto JP, but here comes Sanji into the mid side. Aurora Gaming on the defense majorly right now. Sanford able to dash in, brings out the beast. Oh, drops the bomb onto Rosa. TL continue to dominate through this game.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was an opportunity for them and they missed playing these kinds of heroes, or Sanford missed playing the Lucas, but every single time, even if he sees 2 or 3 members, he's not afraid to go at them and buy a lot of Time Lord space for Liquid. Now they're on to TNZ.
Oh, Sanji able to catch TNZ. TNZ might not be able to get a break. Oheb forced to use the Winter Crown. Lunar's waiting for him to come back. Lunar picks up the kill. Feathered Airstrike from Rosa, but Sanford gets the Clarify onto Rosa. Carl Teasy into the backside. JP jumps in as well, gets caught with a fist crack. Pushing Aurora back under the base, back under the tier 1 at that when there's still a tier 2 standing.
Yeah, so we're back to Team Liquid again, just holding their grounds. Yes, a few pickoffs here and there. Oheb hasn't had the best game so far. A random pickoff there in the mid lane, and then in the bottom lane getting caught. 0-2-0, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because the top side of the map is winning so hard. And yeah, it looks like Sanford's like, okay, every time I go and see 2 people, I go in, but there's no punish.
Yeah.
Ultimately, for this Valentina, who is better Naruto. I mean, JP is a better Leomord right now.
Okay.
Trying to push
Look at him!
back. Paku
He's gonna be okay.
does have the fist crack here, but he's deciding not to use which I think is a good play. Up on the top side, though, for that airstrike comes down as Lunar gets caught off by Sanford. Carl Teasy. A big bomb onto 3 members. JP now locking onto Pagu. As Lunar looks for Carl Teasy in the back end. Can he chase him down? Oh, looking for the last hit, but no, Carl Teasy catches him in a 1v1. You thought you had him. And now they're going to move on to the Lord.
And I guess that what shows you that it's fine that Oheb's been through this much. Even despite being on a 0-2, at least your main damage is okay. Carl Teasy is very much farmed up. And by this time, now that we're reaching the mid-game, OHEB, he can just transition to being the guy to look for the additional setups, to be the guy to disrupt the formations of Aurora Gaming and start fights. Not that Sanford hasn't been doing it for the past few games, but with OHEB, it'll be a lot more impactful for Team Liquid.
Absolutely. It really just feels like Team Liquid have the better versions of Aurora Gaming's picks everywhere on the map. Sanji, oh, he gets away. They want all in.
Second, Sanji, they don't want to let him get away. TNZ looking for the pushback. Out comes the RWM with 2 members caught in, but TNZ finally finds Sanji. And now TNZ continues to unleash chaos onto the members, but Pogbu's on his own. Carl Teasy showed up to save the day as OHEB jumps under the tower. Rosa, off. One more tower shot, but it's not enough. A nice falling star move lands on a JP, but Aurora Gaming are just trying to create space.
I am starting to get nervous whenever I see OHEB dive a turret, but fortunately he got out of that. Now this is an opportunity for Team Liquid. We are still looking at the holy shields available for Aurora Gaming, but with this much pressure at a 7k gold lead, they'll definitely take out some of that.
And again for Liquid, it's Sanford stealing away the ultimate, and now he's gonna go rampage with a Lord charge in.
Bird unleashes the beast once again, decides not to dive in, but in comes OHEB with a shifting cloud, does lock on to Siggy Boom, pushes them back, it's an all-in. OHEB falls, TNZ able to get the kill as Sanford continues to unleash chaos onto Lunar. Lunar back onto the base, Siggy Boom caught off. And Team Liquid only lose one.
RWM?
Onto Rosa, feather airstrike stolen, Carl Teasy gets the kill.
Oh, that was a panic from Rosa. Pops into feather airstrike right as you're caught by the RWM, and now they have just one base turret.
TNZ help defend. Mountain Shocker does not land.
Sanford?
Sanford to the backside, able to get the Terrify onto TNZ.
What?
Dashes in. Maybe caught into a bad spot. They're trying to stun him. One more tower shot. Sanford is almost still standing.
3 base turrets, Team Liquid. They're pushing in, they're stomping through. They want to get revenge from game number 1. But I can't help but feel now it really looks like that pick, the Lucas, was a mistake. After, you know, the whole pause, waiting for it, and now seeing it just getting completely curb stomped. Look at the gaps between everyone. Again, Team Liquid just have the better versions of every pick of Aurora Gaming, right? It's the Valentina versus the Lucas.
Yeah.
It's Yi Sun-shin versus Leo Mort, in this case, with a Hilda, with a dangerous grass lady.
Okay. Speaking
Carl
of,
Teasy should be able to get away from this. Rosa's trying to pincer him.
Oh,
Oh my God, Carl Teasy! He goes down, but he takes Rosa with him, and in comes Lunar. Sanji, JP, along with Sanford, want to lock on to Pagu here. Pagu's gonna bite the bullet as Aurora Gaming lose 2 for Carl Teasy.
and that's actually so value for Aurora Gaming, actually, right? Like Rosa 0-4 earlier, Pagu was 0-3, now they're 0-5-0-4, so no bounty at all for a 7-0 Carl Teasy, and they delay the game a bit more, because I don't think Liquid can actually blitz the Lord. Yeah, unless Sanford like goes into V1, wins it again, then sure.
yeah, not for now. They will buy a bit more time, but they can still afford to be the guys just pressuring Aurora and not allowing them to get out too much. They want to fight.
In the Thunder mode, gets a lot of damage on a Siggy Boom, comes in, more damage on a Tanzan Steed, comes out, that airstrike drops down.
Sanford.
But Sanford in the back line, just pushing Aurora Gaming away. We didn't have Carl Teasy, but they didn't need him at the time.
Yeah.
Carl Teasy is like an errand boy right now. It's like, go get Lord. Well, we got this game already.
Yeah, look at where he is right now while Liquid are marching with a minion wave down bottom, just making sure Aurora don't get any close. And that's the Lord immediately over to their side, but they might actually try to go for something. Hopefully just not something similar to the last siege, because those are, I think, 2 consecutive mistakes that Aurora were able to capitalize on, which brought us to this point of the game.
They still have a Lord in mid. They have the waves coming down as well. So they can just play it slow right now, but they're actually constantly shoving in. So mid lane will be getting into the base quicker than the side lane. So again, Aurora Gaming actually still have a chance to defend this.
No feathered airstrike just yet for Rosa. As Lord comes in, TNZ brings out the Steed, tries to get the push back onto JP. Down to the boss side, Siggy Boom gets caught. Oh, onto Carl Teasy, trying to get him. Siggy Boom, Lunar there as well. The bomb misses, and now Sanford's in the midst. Lord onto the base. OHEB up against 4. Sanji, Sanford want to try to close the gap.
A really good job from Aurora Gaming at trying to
Adu!
focus on Carl!
Nice fist crack, but Sanford able to flick back along with Sanji. They're going to look for the re-engage. Carl Teasy shows up as well. The Phantom Steed comes out and
OHEB!
continues to shoot. OHEB down.
Carl gonna be caught with feather airstrike. Rosa!
Carl Teasy taking out Sanford as well. Aurora Gaming trying to turn this game around. It's JP and Sanji are the last ones standing.
Team Liquid! Where is the discipline? They shoved in constantly. We were already talking about it. Aurora had a chance because Team Liquid didn't want to clear the waves in a way where it'll crash together. They cleared everything at once. Mid lane came in, Aurora cleared it out, yet Team Liquid still wanted to fight. And what's going on with OHEB, man? The first 3 deaths should have been a warning.
You gotta respect, you gotta be mindful. There's just so much ways for Aurora to go for the counter engage. We haven't seen the full potential of the Badang just yet from Pagu. That was just a single fist break that caught members of Team Liquid and forced them to finally run away. We're gonna take a quick look at the instant replay there. That definitely was a bit too extended of a Lord Siege attempt that we saw from Liquid. And this is the fist break, fist crack combo that we were talking about. Forcing out multiple flickers, yet Liquid still wanted to fight. But the most questionable of all was OHEB still standing under that despite taking the turret shots.
Ooh.
And Carl Teasy, this is the point where you have to respect the damage from Rosa.
You do, right? Like, he was 0-5. For the most part of this game, it was kind of like an irrelevant Farsa, but once we get to a certain point, he's gonna start to hurt, and I think this is the point right now. Genia, he's level against Sanji. He was so behind the entire game. I'm telling you, that shutdown on Carl, that was big for the team because they were able to buy more time for Rosa to get to this point. For Sigiboom as well. Holy
my
Crystal!
gosh.
Starlium side. This is more of a damage dealing Esmeralda than a tank.
Yeah, Carl Teasy might want to be a bit more careful in terms of where he decides to show himself. Sigiboom will definitely go for the chase. Or maybe that's also why Liquid are deciding to try and take down Sigiboom first, because they know he's not fully tank. So they have a bit more capabilities to burst him down if they wanted to. But the way that the game's showing us, it's not exactly that. Sigiboom, despite this build, is actually a bit more of a problem for Liquid.
Wait.
Juicy though, wow. That
doesn't wanna-
damage.
Yeah, luckily no flicker used by Rosa. That would have been real bad. But you can already see, again, Hilda's kind of broken, you know? You can't just walk up like that. You need Pagu to help you, or you need to just form, but they're sneaking it!
A lot of damage though onto OHEB. Shifty Cloudsy is able to get away. Lord goes over to Carl Teasy, but OHEB brought low with the fist crack. TNZ able to find it. They jump onto Sanji. Sanji has to disengage. Carl Teasy has to disengage, but Lunar's on the backside. The bomb misses, but a few more shots. Can he get the kill? Sanji finally falls. Sigiboom on top of Carl Teasy. Aurora Gaming don't want to give up.
The magic damage Esmeralda Sanford!
He takes out Lunar. But Sanford, it's now a 2v2. Pagu, TNZ, up against JP and Sanford. Where is Sigiboom right now? He's got to get involved into this. The falling Star Moon is not there, but he's able to lock onto Sanford here. JP and Sanford have to back off as Aurora Gaming go back to defend the base.
They're doing so much to hold down this game. But speaking of holding down members, they have no ways to stop Sigiboom, Pagu, and Tianzi when they decide to go for the chase. Sanford, he has a job. He is the guy expected to zone out the other members. But when Aurora Gaming decides to commit on Carl, on Sanji, who is going to be there to protect them?
That's a good question. Team Liquid Philippines might be the final boss of M7, but in Game 2 of Team Liquid versus Aurora Gaming, Sigiboom's the final boss, bro. You gotta get past him. And how do you do it? Carl Teasy and Sanji, one falling Star Moon got them to half HP, dude. And now he has to win a crown. Let's take a look at the replay again to see exactly what happened. So again, it's OHEB trying to buy some time, but they already got the Lord here, but then they got caught by the flanking Pagu, and then look at the damage. Look, half HP straight.
Yep.
From the falling Star Moon.
Yeah, and the flickers from Lunar. Fortunately, the Shockwave Blasts don't land just yet, but look at that. Even this flicker falling Star Moon, last minute.
Hold on. Oh, this is the replay still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
Calm down. I know there's a lot of
I
action.
understand, I can feel
We're
it.
getting overloaded with plays right now. Luckily, they actually didn't fight during the live view and then the replay, because that will be even more confusing. But hey, maybe, you know what, maybe we're wrong. Maybe Naruto isn't that bad.
He always shows up.
Was that Talk No Jutsu?
That was Talk No Jutsu.
Was that Date
They tried
Bayo?
to Talk No
Date Bayo.
Jutsu with
Do you
the-
believe
with
it?
the- With the,
I heard something.
Maybe they
right
did, yes,
here.
you're right. So, they failed to Talk No Jutsu, and now it's Believe It.
now it's believe it.
Believe it.
Better believe it.
Oh, man. So, Oheb, right? Like, what does he have to do next? What's the adaptation now? Because it really feels like he's just been off of his game completely.
To be fair, I think this is the point where you rely on the Sora more for the setups. Although, if he hasn't been as successful in those setups, especially in catching Rosa, because I feel like Rosa is going to be the main target here, then they can potentially consider other ways to deal with this. He can still be somewhat of a finisher. He can be also using his crowd control skills to be the guy to maybe protect Sanji and Carl, because you can't expect Sanford and JP to do that anymore, because if not, then they'll have all the other members of Aurora Gaming just going at them all at once.
My lord. Aurora taking control. Oheb, oh my god!
Walks right into it. Tienzi does use the Phantom Steed. That might have been a little bit too early. Lord is out. Aurora Gaming forced to delay even more.
It already made it out the ult from Oheb as well, though, so it's fine right now, right? Tienzi, at this point of the game, Phantom Steed is going to be up by quite a bit. It's like pretty low cooldown compared to when it was very easy to bait it out in the mid game, in the early game. What did you spot out? Did you spot something out, Trex?
Yeah, Siggy Boom's health bar is all shield.
Oh, yeah. Half. And then the Blood Wings.
Like that. Just walks around like that regularly.
This guy, bro.
Siggy Boom woke up like this.
Yeah. That's what all of them say. Winter Crown, he sold out the boots, so now it's like, even if you target him, you can't. Oh my god, they're gonna try it, aren't they? Mounted Chakra revealing them.
Oh, wait.
I honestly feel like Siggy Boom could have just taken it like a good boy and been like, yeah, no, you're not gonna kill me. Because now, he used the flicker. Do you think he was that vulnerable? Do you think he needed to flicker that Mounted Chakra?
No.
I think he just got a little nervous.
Yeah, because you see so many people chasing after you at that point, and there's a Lord, so you at least want to make sure you're alive by then, because you never know what time it's gonna spawn when Liquid decides to take it for themselves. But now there's really good positioning on the map from Aurora Gaming, and I'm looking particularly at Rosa.
This is a crazy position to hold as a Pharsa, and he used the wings by wings to get there, dude. So it's like, it's all in or nothing. Siggy Boom holding this angle again. That's gonna be a turret for free, it seems. No. Yeah, Siggy Boom rotates.
Aurora Gaming is macroing with no towers right now. Can we just talk about that? Because they're winning top lane with no inhibitors.
You know why, Trex? This is the reality of having one marksman in your composition and then full fighters, right? Your sieging isn't really that good. It's not good at all. That's why, again, for Team Liquid, staying there when they had the Lord was all right. But after the Lord died, staying there was kind of like a death sentence. They were waiting for a moment for Aurora Gaming to actually get, you know, a big pick with Pagu, a big set, or maybe even pokes from Rosa to ultimately shoo them away, but it ended up being everything. So they had to really step back, and now Team Liquid can't even do what they've been doing all the way from the start, like going for the blitzes, because it's an Evolved Lord. You can't blitz that without a Lunox here, without a carry. It's Carl and Sanji on Yi Sun Shin, and don't have enough damage to really tank or blitz an Evolved Lord.
Though.
Huh?
Oh, they're setting up so much late.
Shocker! Plus the shifting clouds, Oheb trying to make the play, but in comes Rosa once again with a feather airstrike, and Siggy Boom is still standing. And Immortality does pop Sanji.
Oh my god.
But he's unable to catch enough. Sanford locks in the back side, but he's unable to catch just yet. Lunar pops the winner crown. Carl Teasy gonna get the final hit, but wait, no, Lunar does finally drop.
Now it's gonna be Pagu very low. Rosa in the back line gonna be handled by Sanford.
Pagu now has to watch his friends fall. Siggy Boom there as well with the falling star, trying to lock on to Sanji, but it's just not enough. At this point, the full team wipeout will happen, and Team will finally take the dub. Carl Teasy with the savage.
Ice cold winner crowd from Team Liquid.
We thought they weren't prepared to fight back, but Aurora Gaming found themselves surrounded by the cavalry